Is December 29th, 2015, and I'm here to meet with Dr. Barry, my oncologist at the Cancer Center at St. Clair's, and we're going to do my monthly checkup with him. And right now, I'm at taxol number 7 of 12. So, let's hear what Dr. Barry has to say.
Hey, phone. Huh? Happy holidays. How you doing?
Okay. Weather's not very
Yeah, I know. It's not cooperating.
Hello.
Hey.
How are you? How you doing?
Good to see you.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well.
Now, I know the MR got authorized. Did you have it done?
The MRI?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we knew about the whole thing.
No, well, I remember the test before. I'm just trying to remember because I've been off for a little bit.
That's what we discussed where it said,
We discussed on text.
right,
I remember it now.
the whole, the radiologist couldn't find
What's
anything.
going on with your throat?
I want to tell you that I've been really hoarse. I don't know, I've lost my voice from the taxol. Is that normal?
No, but it's known to affect nerves. You know, the numbness, tingling that we talk about, and the nerves. There is a nerve that goes to the voice box.
I haven't had any acid reflux though with that, so. But
You haven't had acid reflux that you feel or that you know.
Oh,
of.
that's true.
So remember, when you're talking about the vocal cords, you may not. Many people don't feel it coming up.
So I should start taking my Duxalot?
I would consider going
Because that
going
does
back
also
on it.
heal your esophagus as well.
Yes.
Yeah, I have a really hard time with talking. Yeah, I have a neuropathy, but it's
And so just finish with this. How long has it been like this?
about 3 weeks.
It's been exactly like this for 3 weeks?
No, it's worse. But I deal with it because sometimes
No fever, no congestion, you're not coughing, there's nothing else going on. Okay. It doesn't hurt when you swallow.
No.
Okay.
It's annoying to talk because I push more, air through my diaphragm to get the words out. So, or I'll start talking like really low voice, like I'll start whispering like that because it's easier.
And the neuropathy you were telling me?
I mean, I still feel in my hands, but I'm able to type.
So it's about the same?
About to say my feet are a little bit worse, but when my husband, if he massages my feet, it's better. It got a little bit worse during Christmas. I was cooking a lot, and I was on my feet, and I was trying to sit down.
Yeah.
And for the first time, I felt my knee. I've gone up my leg a little bit.
Numbness and tingling.
Numbness and tingling.
But
that went away.
To the left. It was just on the left?
Yeah, I think it was only on one leg, but it went away. So right now, my husband he'll prick me with his nails, and I get mad. I can still feel it.
But where? Where does he prick you?
On my toes.
Good. And it should be on the part of your toes that touch the ground, not where your nails are.
Yeah.
Like the fingertips.
Oh, okay.
This is where the numbness and tingling happens, not here.
Oh, he does it at the top of my toe.
Yeah. So with your toe, he's doing this. I'm more interested in this.
Well, I do it right here.
Yeah.
No,
that's
you've been doing it on top of my
I've
toe.
never done anything. I've always do it right here. If I go like that with my nails.
Yeah. Good.
Always.
And you could tell. Right?
Yes, it hurts me.
All right. Good. Then we're good. Appetite, bowels.
Eat a lot.
Good.
You see, I'm gaining weight. My bowels haven't been a problem lately because I guess for Christmas I was getting out more and walking around, so I was going to the bathroom constantly. But now I'm starting to slow down again because I've been.
So how do we do this? I need you to understand a couple of things, Penny. We are in a very fortunate situation where you've responded so dramatically that even though the first time I saw you, I told you this is curable disease. Now, I can really pound my chest and say, look, we can really cure this. Now, I'm going to put that aside. I don't want to do that at the expense of you, a young girl, being left with a problem. Like,
It'll stay.
Well, this is the thing. It is a cumulative effect, which means as the doses go on, it builds up. What the standard of care is, if it's about the same as it was the week before, don't make any changes. But if the day of treatment, it's bad or worse, you got to give that person a break. Now, the question is, you don't ever want to commit the sin of not, of shortchanging a patient, not doing enough. Because if I stopped prematurely right now and said, that's it, you're done, and God forbid it came back, years from now, we'd be kicking ourselves. And then at the same time, I don't want to commit the sin of doing too much, where you've responded so dramatically. And let me be very clear. You responded, I would have been happy, I can say this now, with a 60%, 70% response. This thing looks like it's like they're having a hard time finding it. So with that, that gives me a little flexibility. That gives me, okay, you know what? This thing is so sensitive where in your body, this much acted like that much. It just, some people, the cancer is more sensitive, and that's just an inner, an inner biology thing. No two people have the same, behavior of their breast cancer. So then you say, okay, well, I'm ahead of schedule here. This thing has responded and shrunk more than I anticipated at this point. I expected it to shrink, but it's done way better than that. What can I play with? And the only thing that I'm willing to talk about with you is, you're too young for me to say that's it, stop. And the neuropathy isn't worse. So it's not. So stopping is not an option. However, and you think about this, and we've kind of touched on it before. The one thing we could think about is what are we, like number 7 today?
After today, I only have 4 more. Okay. A month left.
Okay, so I'm just throwing this out there. So when you stop the Taxol and it washes out of your system, this stuff gets better. So in those people that fall into your demographic, young, dramatic responders, they still need surgery. What we do sometimes is, and I'm not saying this so much for now, because right now, if it stays like this, we're going through the next 4 doses. But if it increases at all, just keep this in your mind. We're going to stop. I'm going to just throw a number at number 9. Let's just say we stop at number 9. You get 7, you get 8, and then we stop at 9. You get your surgery done. That allows all the Taxol that's built up in your system to wash out. All right? The neuropathy gets better. And then after the surgery, a good 6 weeks after, we finish off with the last 2 or 3 doses. That way, the dose after dose after dose after dose after dose buildup, it's already gone down. So now you're starting from here and you only get 3 or 4 doses. It won't be as bad. Keep that in the back of your mind. I would much prefer to do it cut and dry, by the book, follow the recipe to a T. Don't take any shortcuts. But not at the expense of you, So the fact that and you could feel it, is music to my ears. The fact that you haven't told me that I am unable to, swipe on my phone or text as well as I did, use the computer as well as I did. I have a hard time putting my bra on. These are the things that happen, or buttoning up a shirt. You have not told me that you're unsteady on your feet, that when you walk, you've got to have a broad-based gait because you're worried you're going to fall. These are the things that we look for to say, oh my God, the Taxol, she needs a break from the Taxol. So I'm educating you because I know you've got one mission now in mind. Get there and you're excited and you're seeing the light at the end. I get that. But just know, we've got flexibility here. We could do it a couple of ways. If it ever gets to that point, it won't be the end of the world if we do it that way.
Okay.
That makes sense?
It does, but you know what? We're almost there in the home stretch, and, I feel the effects. But they're manageable. They're annoying.
But the voice, it wouldn't be a reason for me to stop. That doesn't bother me. But
even though I like to sing, that's my thing I do.
I know, but it'll get better.
Yeah,
if it is a Taxol, it'll get better.
Yeah, it only came on with this, and so I'm just gonna, I think that we're in the home stretch. I thought about this, and we're in the home stretch. It only stays, like I said, my hands a 1, 1.5.
Okay.
My feet, the most it'll go to is that one day was a 3, but then it went back down. Like today, if I shake it, if I feel light, pins and needles, but I'm still able to praise dance. I'm able to walk around
Okay,
it.
that's it.
On
That's all I need.
So if I can do those things, then, you know, in the grand
Then we're
scheme of
happy.
things,
We're
this
happy.
is nothing compared to everything else I've gone through.
Yeah.
My only complaint I have, I know we did the bone scan. My back still hurts really badly. And if the cancer is going out of my breast and my...
Okay.
I don't understand why my back would hurt.
So that's a good point. So number one, it is very, very, very unusual for. Let me back up. If cancer in a person, this is not you. I'm talking generally. If the cancer has gone from one part of the body to the other part of the body, that makes it stage 4. That makes it metastatic. Lung to liver or breast to lung or whatever it is. So in this case, if it went to the bone, when you give a treatment for the breast cancer and it's responding in one area, the breast, it's going to respond in the same way in the other area. It's the same cells. It's the same type of cancer. If it's working well, it is unusual for it to respond in one place and not respond in the other. So even if I went with the premise, which obviously I'm not, that you had a cancerous process in your bone, for this to become what it has on exam and MR and all that stuff, and for something to be growing in your bone, is practically impossible. That's the first thing. And more so with breast cancer, because breast cancer is damn sensitive to chemo. I mean, you're living proof of that. They say you make a woman smell the bottle, it'll start shrinking. That's how sensitive it is. So while you're getting chemo, for it to grow and spread to the back, it ain't gonna happen. Not to mention that we have a bone scan. So I need to take the possibility of this being cancer. Never say never, and I can't, but pretty much out of the equation. Mm-hmm. For the reasons I just told you, this is shrunk. It would be atypical, completely less than 5% chance that this is going to shrink. It's going to be growing somewhere else. Ain't gonna happen. And that too, breast cancer, it doesn't happen. So even though I may not be able to tell you exactly why it's happening, but between the chemo, the way it affects the blood, the way the Taxol affects joints. Remember, you do have joints in your back. Some joints are more. Some people say it's the knee. Some people say it's the hip. Some people say it's back. Some say it's the neck. It's got to be related to this. And when you're done, when everything's said and done, and you get your surgery done, hopefully this will all get better. But again, your peace of mind carries a lot of weight. If you want, at some point, before surgery, after surgery, it's up to you. Because again, it's not medically necessary, but I could do another scan. That's the best. That's the most I can give you to see what's going on in the back.
Okay.
Maybe not a bone scan. It's a lot of nuclear. Maybe we do an MRI because it'll show me the back a lot better. So that if it's a non-cancerous process, which is what I think it is, the discs, the nerves, the strength of the bones, it'll show that a lot better.
That could be it too. The bones could have weakened from and that could be what's causing me the pain.
Yeah.
That would
and deconditioning, Penny. Don't forget that. So what does deconditioning mean? Look, you were up to here before the chemo started. Active, doing things completely independent. And not that you're not independent now, but it slows you down.
Yeah,
obviously it slows you down. So it slows you down. Now, your body knows this. The lungs tend to. You're not up and around as much. Guess what? They tend to shrivel. We don't need to work that much. Your bowels tend to slow down. Your muscles tend to atrophy. So no different than not going to the gym for a year, and then you go and you work out like a maniac. The next day, your body's going to say, "What the hell are you doing?" You're going to have all these aches and pains. So now, when you're, especially after the AC, now that you're trying to get and do things, your body's going to complain. But you're going to work, once the chemo's all done and out of your system, you will be able to work through it.
And I forgot I have the vitamin D deficiency. It's really, really low. So you have enough prescription one.
Right.
So that could be
adding to it.
Okay. So that was basically the only thing I was asking about. I read something about a new cancer treatment also, about something with viruses. They use viruses.
Okay.
Now.
So the viral treatments that are that have been available and are still being researched, number one is mainly for those diseases that are metastatic. So meaning that, oh my God, the cancer's come back and it's in the lungs and the liver and so on and so forth. And what they do is the concept is simple. They do one of two things. Either the virus is a vehicle that takes a medicine into the cancer, and then the medicine goes to town on it, or cancer cells have a very unique ability to have like a cloak of invisibility when it comes to your immune system. Mm-hmm. So if there's anything that doesn't belong in your body, your immune system is going to go after it. You don't belong here, they're going to destroy it. If anything, we have more people that have overactive immune systems that start destroying normal parts of their bodies, with Crohn's disease and lupus and so on and so forth. But cancer, when it starts growing, it tricks the immune system, and the immune system doesn't recognize it as a threat. So when the virus, sometimes they inject it into the cancer, it wakes the immune system up and it goes to attack the virus, and because it's in the cancer, it kills the cancer. So neither of those, right now, where we stand today, are FDA approved for your situation or for breast cancer, period. The biggest stuff that's happening in this is out of Duke with brain cancers, where they're using the polio virus, and they're injecting that.
And I say do like German measles too.
And they're injecting that into that. But this is not. I mean,
okay.
It's a good question, but this is an immunotherapy is the big new thing in this field. Getting your immune system to turn on and attack the cancer is the newest kind of therapy. There's like every 6 months another drug is being approved, mainly in the skin cancer market, to a lesser extent in the lung cancer market.
Okay.
Not in the breast cancer market yet.
And did you get results from I went to go see the OBGYN. I had the results sent to you. And has my blood work look as well?
Okay, let me just check today's blood work. 10.9. Okay, no, I don't see anything.
Okay. I had that CA 125.
Yeah, the CA 125. Why'd they do that?
Because I went to, remember I had the ovarian pain?
Yeah.
I had really bad pain in my ovaries. It comes and it goes.
It was normal, I take it, right? And the only reason I say that is when you're on chemo, when you're actively getting chemo and chemo's in your system and you get these blood tests done, the chemo can affect the results. So if it's normal, great. But if it's abnormal, it don't mean anything.
Okay.
Until the chemo's done.
And my last question is, can I use like Rogaine on my hair? The Rogaine shampoo or no?
You can. Well, I don't think Rogaine comes as a shampoo. Rogaine
it's a foam. I think a foam.
Rogaine comes as so there's a men and a women. So you got to get the women. It's no prescription, and it comes as two options: a dropper, where you drop on your scalp and you rub it, or as a mousse, and a foam. That one, if you have hair, it's better because it then just stays in there. There's no problem using it. But I'm telling you, I would just, when the last dose of chemo is out of your system, number 12, give it at least 2 weeks, and you will start to see, on every level, the neuropathy, the energy, the bowels, the strength, the voice, and even the peach fuzz starting. It'll start.
I'm starting to get
then when you get it, and then you want to supplement that with Rogaine, it's not a problem.
Yeah, I'm starting to get like little hairs and everything on my head.
It's not in full bloom yet because the Taxol still it's milder, but it's still a toxic agent. Okay. All right, let's get you back.
Oh, and the fluids. Can I? There was a little confusion as to the extra fluids I get. Can I get it during chemo? Because one of the nurses said it might dilute it.
No, it won't dilute it at all. The concentration of the.
They said they already dilute the chemo.
Yeah, so it wouldn't be in the chemo bag. It would be in a separate bag.
Oh yeah, because okay. Sounds good.
So far, you've been getting them with the treatment.
I did, but then they stopped it last week and did it afterwards because they said it was diluted.
Let me find. Who was the nurse?
Both nurses said it. So
great news. God is good.